Tell me about yourself. Hi, my name is Arturo Camacho. I have a bachelor's degree in industrial engineering and I am also completing an MBA degree at the University of Arizona. In addition, I am a certified project management professional by the Project Management Institute. I have relevant experience in new product introduction, new product launch, and in manufacturing operations. I am currently working for Continental Automotive Division as head of launch management, and I lead a team of launch managers and engineers in the introduction and industrialization of projects with a budget of 120 million euro. During my first 2 years at Continental, I launched two projects for a key customer that enabled the company to win more business that led to an increase in revenue by 5%. Before Continental, I worked for Winchester Interconnect, a cable assembly company, for 7 years, where I held positions as new product introduction manager and business unit manager, where I was in charge for new product development, new quotes, and the delivery of engineering prototype for customers, and I was able to help the company increase revenue by 20% in new business wins. I have a passion for the automotive industry and for project and operations management. I am sure I can add value and be a great fit for the position in your organization. Tell me about a time when you exhibited initiative. A customer located in Ontario, Canada, called me on Friday at 6 p.m. my time and told me that the product did not arrive at their facilities on the promised date and that their car assembly was down. I needed to address the customer's immediate complaint and find out what went wrong in the regular shipping process. And at the same time, I also needed to find out if there was material available at our warehouse and ship it to the customer via air freight for next day delivery, because I knew in advance how expensive it is for the customer to have a car assembly line down and how expensive the fine would be for Continental due to this missed shipment. I apologized with the customer, got the details, and passed them to our head of supply chain management and to our customer service representative, who contacted the customer immediately. During that time, I contacted a co-worker at our warehouse and asked him to find out if we had finished good in inventory or on hand, and to contact our customer service representative immediately to provide that information and for next steps. Fortunately, we had enough material at hand at our warehouse to make the shipment, and so we were able to air material for an early Saturday delivery. The next week on Monday, I called for a meeting with key stakeholders to do some brainstorming and problem solving. And we found out that due to a missing regulatory document for cross border purposes that was not attached to the shipping pallet, the material got stuck at the US border, at the US and Canada border. We reviewed the whole process and we put countermeasures together to make sure this won't happen again. The customer was happy because of our quick reaction on solving the issue and by sending material to compensate for the missed shipment. The customer forgave us the fine due to the great effort and quick response to the issue. Tell me about a situation at work in which you experienced conflicts and how you resolved it. We had a situation with a customer where they wanted me and my team to make a commitment in writing that we were going to ship the prototype samples by Monday at 8 a.m. for FedEx pickup. The customer needed this material badly because they needed to fix some car issues, car problems they had due to a design failure or issue. In meetings before, I told them that the team would make the effort to manufacture and ship the material by that date, even though there was a high risk of not meeting the due date because a supplier of ours of Continental was not ready to deliver some components to be able to assemble the finished product. This also involved working overtime for some key team members. The customer wanted our commitment in writing, and literally, they wanted Continental to say, yes, we will ship the product on Monday morning as you requested. But we were reluctant to say yes because we knew the possibility to fail was huge. I scheduled daily meetings with our team to follow up closely on the material delivery issues from the supplier in question, from our supplier for Continental. Also, I needed to secure engineering resources over the weekend to support the validation build and be able to manufacture the product with no issues, get the support on time for the production line in case they run into some issues. We scheduled daily meetings, internal meetings with key stakeholders for 2 weeks in a row to make sure we were on track, especially on the supply side of things, because in my view, this was the most critical part to solve in order to succeed. The team negotiated with the supplier and offered them to pay an extra fee if needed for overtime or to bring material from their suppliers. Also, Continental needed to prove some deviations in the design for the raw material from supplier so they can procure and ship the parts to us on time. I facilitated the deviations by working side by side with our design team and our quality engineers. And so we were able to provide to our suppliers the deviations they needed uh, in order for us to receive the material, the raw material. Internally, also, I was able to negotiate and convince some functional managers uh, that needed to support the project because I made them see how important it was for the company to fulfill this commitment and that it represented a business opportunity in the future for Continental. It was difficult to allocate the resources needed to support this project because the team was also working in other priorities for other customers. And so we had what we call conflicting priorities among team members that needed to support other important customers. In the end, I was able to negotiate resources to work over the weekend with no pay overtime, but with the promise to pay them back on a time by time basis. We shipped the product as the customer requested on Monday morning, and even better, we delivered the material to our warehouse on Friday afternoon instead of Saturday. We informed the customer, and they were so pleased with the results.